Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure. Welcome back. Today I'm doing a little walk and talk on my favorite little spot here on Jomtienbeach. And a couple little topics that I'd like to go over you folks with. One of them is bashers. All YouTubers get them. Somebody once told me on a live stream, "Hey Cooper, don't sweat the bashers. You know when you've got bashers on your YouTube channel that you're doing the right thing." And that sentiment sort of stuck with me for a while, you know. And I agree with it. Now, then I didn't. I got offended. I was a little bit upset. Now I'm starting to agree with it, and I'm starting to see why. During this time of year, I film a lot of properties. Why? It's low season. Perfect time for me to go in there, film them, and show you what's around. And in low season, there's a lot of availabilities. I recently filmed a condo on our YouTube channel. Brand new complex in the process of getting built. 1 bedroom, 25 square meters. Instantly the bashers come on. Boom, 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 boom. Cooper, that's not a 1 bedroom. That's smaller than a shoebox. You know, all that sort of stuff. And why are you showing this on your channel? Well, I'm showing everything for everybody. Some people are wealthier than others in their pensions. Some people only have small pensions. I got to show it all on the channel, folks. And one thing I've noticed, oops, feet getting wet here in the water. I'm walking a bit too close to the sea there. One thing I've noticed is the new buildings are building smaller condominiums. And I spoke to a developer just the other day, and I said, "Why are the condos getting smaller?" And he said, "Because the land prices are going up. It's getting more expensive to build. And if we build them too big, what'll happen is the prices go up too much and people don't want to buy them." I said, "Yeah, but you're sort of hurting the renters. You know, I understand where this basher was coming from, you know." And I said, because at the end of the day, the renters don't want something this small. And his reply was, well, what people are doing, instead of buying one condo, a 1 bedroom at 25 square meters, they're buying 2 of them for $100,000 and making it into a big 50 square meter 1 bedroom. And I thought to myself, okay, that kind of makes sense, but isn't the price going up? And they said no, because what we're doing is we're making the rooms smaller for the same size of land, half the size of what we used to make them. Because I can show you guys condos, and I will coming up in the next few days, folks, that are a lot bigger and the price is a lot more. And he's got a point. And, you know, so does the subscriber that was upset about the video. And a lot of you out there that don't want to live in a shoebox. I get it. And I think that in some part has got something to do with why the Thai government is looking into changing the property laws here, making it so that foreigners can actually buy 75% of the condominiums instead of only 49%. I think that's a big plus, and it'll go a long way. And then these developers wouldn't have to build them super small, you know, where you don't have enough room to swing an umbrella in the living room, you know, without scratching every wall around you. So I do get that. And It's something that I hope will change here in Thailand very soon, these property law. They're discussing it. It's been put out in the newspapers, but until it's passed and it's written in the Royal Thai Gazette, don't take anything a YouTuber says or any of the tabloids say until it's actually there. Then you know it's definitely going to happen. Just like this law that was supposed to come into force about 60-day visa stamp on arrival. And it didn't. I got a lot of bashers about that. Well, hey, it was posted everywhere, including the Thai ministry came out and said it on local TV, you know. So I just repeated what was said. And you know what? It was a valuable lesson I learned as a YouTuber. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes. And we learn from our mistakes just like y'all. We're sort of paving the road for you here. So now, when the Thai government says anything or anything's put out in the media, I take it all with a pinch of salt until I see it in the Royal Thai Gazette. That one there, they don't post it until the king signed it and implemented it into law. And from today moving forward, I'm only going to go by what they say, folks. I'll tell you what they're proposing, of course, but I won't say it's going to happen until I see it in the newspaper in the Thai Royal Gazette. Some of the bashers that would get on the channel, they really make me laugh, you know. And I've shown condominiums, you know, that are 40, 50 square meters, you know, ranging anywhere from, you know, 15,000 to 30,000 Thai baht. And whenever I find a really good one and a cheap one, I still get the bashers. They'll come on and they'll say, hey, Cooper, that's a damn ripoff. You know, I can get bigger in Pattaya. And then I look on the YouTube analytics and I see where these people are. They tell me, it tells me, you know, what part of the world. It doesn't tell me, you know, what street and city they live in, but it tells me what country, you know. And I'll get these bashers come on, I like to call them, and then I look and I see where they're living in the world. And you know, I had one guy bash the hell out of my channel. Every video I made, he'd bash, you know. Couldn't say anything positive. In the end, I had to block him. And the reason I blocked him was because he had to go at one of my subscribers. One of my subscribers put in the comments and said, hey man, freeze. You don't have anything nice to say. Don't say it. Well, he gave him a what for. What he did was he turned around and said, hey, I'll say what I damn well want to say, good or bad, and you have to accept it. Well, no, we don't. And I won't accept it either. One thing I value most about my YouTube channel is my subscribers. And if you're going to come on there and harass our subscribers, I'm going to block you so you can't comment on our channel. Then you got to go make another YouTube account and another email and all that. It takes time. And you come on and bash again, I'll block you again. I'll keep doing it. I don't mind. I'll do it 1,000,000 times. But our subscribers are very, very, very important to us. So I blocked them. And I told them I was doing it. You know, I don't mind people coming on saying, I don't like this, I don't like that. Constructive criticism. You know, it's a way of life, you know. You take the good with the bad, folks. I don't mind that. But what I don't like is hurtful comments, bashing, you know, the good people that we brought to our channel. Because this channel here, it's all about retirees. It's all about those that want to come for a vacation, those that want to retire, those that want to spend maybe 6 months of the year out there, 6 months at home for tax reasons. I get that, you know, so they don't lose their pension back home. I get all that. And so far, knock on wood, if I had a plank of wood, I would. So far, we haven't had a bad go of it. Almost 13,000 subscribers, 12,900 and something subscribers. We're actually doing pretty good on the channel. Actually, I think it's 14,900, my bad. we haven't had many bad apples. I'd say out of the 260 that have moved over here, maybe had about 5. And they've all moved on. They've moved out, you know, and made their own way, which is great. Great for them, great for us. Keeps everybody happy. But for the most part, all we've been getting is positive people. And positivity goes a long way, you know. You need to be positive about life. You need to be positive about your future. Planning, implementing, and finally, retiring. All we want as expats is to see our money well spent and have a comfortable lifestyle. I think there's not many places in the planet that can compete with what Thailand can give you. It can give you all that and a lot more. And that brings me on to the second subject I wanted to discuss. And that second subject is, I made a video, a long time ago on the channel. I think it was probably 9-10 months ago. Some of you may even remember it that have been around that long. And the video was about comparing Thailand to Philippines and the different retirement rules. And in the video, I mentioned that if you have a criminal record in the West, you can still retire to Thailand. And that video got a lot of bashers. And saying, Cooper, why are you promoting criminals to come to Thailand? And I wasn't. And I even said it in the video. What I was trying to promote was we've all made mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And 99.9% of retirees aren't there to hurt anybody. We all know that. We just want to live the remainder of our lives happy. We're not out to hurt nobody. And in our youth, quite a lot of us made mistakes. I've said it. I've put my hand up. I've made mistakes too. I took my mom and dad's car for a joyride. Didn't have a license. You know, I stole it in a sense. They didn't give me permission. I got stopped by the police. Police officer was very nice and very forgiving and said to me, as a matter of fact, he did it when he was about my age. And he gave me a warning, said, I don't want to see this car here when I come back. And he was going to get himself something to drink and come back. He said, you got 30 minutes to get this car out of here. I don't want to know how you do it. Just get it the heck out of here. So I did. I drove it home and quickly parked it in the garage and got caught. Mom and dad found out about it. Police officer was friends with somebody my mom and dad knew. It got back to him. And boy, did I get an ass whooping off my old man for that one, I'll tell you. That's one I'll never forget. And I deserved it. You know, that was my dad's pride and joy. It was an Alfa Romeo. So those aren't cheap. That was his midlife crisis vehicle right there. So anyways, I understand that there's a lot of people that watch our channel that may never afford to retire here in Thailand. I'm getting my feet absolutely soaked. Hang on, let me turn the camera around so I can see where I'm walking instead of looking into you guys. And I feel for you. You know, maybe things didn't go out in life the way you wanted them to. You know, maybe you had a bad marriage, lost everything. You know, maybe, you know, when stock market crashed, you lost everything. I don't know what happened in your individual circumstances. But it's not really fair for those in that situation to be hating on the people that did make it. You know, that maybe bought a house when it was only $100,000 and selling it today and they're getting $500,000. You know, so they got a big savings to come out and maybe even retire early. You know, as they say, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know, hate the game of life. Don't hate those that, you know, that have done well and are able to retire and enjoy their life over here. I know you wish you were in their shoes. I know that you could probably only maybe afford to come here once every couple of years for a week or two. And I get that you're jealous. There is a case of jealousy in it. I do get that. But keep the speech friendly. There's no need to be a hater or a basher because you're jealous of what somebody else has. You know, that's just not fair. We all worked hard to get where we are in life. And I'll tell you what, folks, life is not easy. Life is hard. Life is a bitch, you know. All of us have probably been down and out and on our luck at some point in our life, maybe in our early starting years when we failed, learned from our mistakes, picked ourselves back up, and thought, right, this is where I want to be 30 years down the road, and I'm going to put 10% of my money away and invest it in the stock market or bonds or high yield interest accounts, you know, long-term savings accounts, all that sort of stuff. And they got to where they are. Other people, maybe they were out partying every weekend, didn't save any money, hello, and, you know, got nothing to show for it, and they got their pensions coming due, and their pensions, they can't even afford to retire in Thailand. There's people in that situation. I know people that are coming up for retirement and only getting like, you know, $500-700 a month, you know, in some countries around the world. That's all they get. They didn't get into a private pension. And I feel for you guys. I really, really do. Don't mistake that I don't. I'm just saying, be polite. Politeness is free. Doesn't cost a penny. And maybe one day your circumstances will change. And you can come out here and retire with us. We'd love to have you. So, with everything that I've said, folks, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but I believe there's good in everybody out there. And that's what today's video is about. I'm not sweating it as much as I used to with the bashers, and neither should you. Let them be. If they start harassing you, believe me, I'll block them from the channel straight away so they can't comment. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. And I believe as retirees, we got to look out for each other and support each other. Because at the end of the day, we're all we got. You ain't got nobody else. Your families all think you're crazy for wanting to retire over in Thailand. A lot of them don't support it, think you're wrong, call you a failure, whatever in life. You know, y'all don't need that stress. And we certainly don't need the bashers on the channel. So, ending this on a positive note, folks, we hope to see you all soon. We value each and every one of you. We respect you. And thank you for watching our channel and respecting us and giving us a chance to. It means the world to us. So wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.